Hello and welcome back again. We are here starting up game number 2 for the Spring 2016 final. It is between, on the blue side, Team Royal Rat Authority now, and on the red side, Team Temp. I forgot to fix my graphics, so we're going to take care of that real quick for you here. And
so, Fred, let's talk about these columns while
talk about some
Ben
stuff.
Works on the graphics.
All right, so on the blue side, we have Echo in the top lane, Sejuani in the jungle, Annie in the mid lane. Very excited to see some rework tippers, and Lucian Nami this time in the bot lane. And coming in on the red side, we are going to see Malphite in the top lane, Nidalee in the jungle, Orianna in the mid lane, and we see a Jhin Alistar bot lane.
They didn't pick the Jhin Morgana.
They did not pick the Jhin Morgana. I'm disappointed.
Maybe Morgana was banned.
Gonna see some action here early on in this bot lane, though, maybe. All of Royal Rat Authority is actually down here. They see this ward.
Oh, they
First
get the
blood
ward kill!
goes to Noble Firen.
Oh, man, getting that
Royal Rat
early
Authority,
lead
10 gold
onto
lead
that
early.
ADC, that's huge. Okay.
He's going to be able to back and buy an entire Infinity Edge.
Yeah.
I just realized
sure.
I messed up the game score.
Oh, no.
Whoops.
I'm lying to you all.
All right. Fortunately, there's not too much action happening in this early game just yet.
So let's talk about these comps some more. So
Sure.
both teams very much dependent on certain team fight ultimates, to my mind. I think both comps really want to fight a lot and fight around those ults.
Yes, I like the combo with Sejuani and Nami to make the Echo stun a lot more reliable while throwing the Annie stun and damage into that as well.
On the other side, though, two extremely reliable ball delivery systems in the Alistar and the Malphite. That can be really scary.
Oh, those are different champions.
Yeah. Crazy, right?
Okay, that makes more sense. All right, I'm down. But yeah, basically they're just the same champion. They can go in and have a big knockup, deliver the ball.
Yeah.
And everything is good if you can find that engage. We will see how effectively Royal Rat Authority can avoid those AoE knockups and shockwaves.
Yeah, and that's, again, sort of a similar situation that we saw with the last game, is that if you land one, you're going to land all of them in a row.
Except this is true for both teams now, is the funny part. I feel like whichever team engages first has the better chance of winning the fight, just because the other team is not going to have the chance to actually respond to anything for the next, 20 seconds.
True, but I think there's more options to disengage out of Royal Rat Authority.
Okay.
With the Nami.
I can agree with that. All right.
Mostly just the Nami.
Mostly the Nami, yeah.
They
Mostly
have
the
a lot of
Nami.
disengage type CC.
Yeah, okay, okay.
While the CC coming in from Temp is strictly engaging.
I'll give you that.
There's a lot of jumping at you. The Alistar does offer a bit of peel with the Headbutt Pulverize, but yeah, mostly going to be focused on engage, for sure.
Yeah.
And early gank, Tempest Life actually coming around. Noble Firen, didn't see him coming, gets the stun off and then flashes.
know
What
if
an
he-
interesting choice.
I don't know if he had to
Summoner.
flash that.
Not Dave jumping in, another Brute landing onto Noble Firen from Jhin from long range. So Stussy Man doing a good chunk of damage. Actually
Not
still
Dave.
getting auto attacks as they're focusing on the Alistar here. Not sure if they want to be doing that. Noble Firen gonna try and go forward, get some damage onto Stussy Man this time. So trading back and forth in the bot lane, a lot of people going pretty low.
That was an interesting flash from Annie there. Nidalee without the red buff doesn't offer any sort of, CC whatsoever in that mid lane, and he had actually stunned both of them. I'm wondering if he didn't actually realize that he
Gank
stunned
coming
both
up
of
to
them.
the top lane here from Lygophile, jumping in. Bobby 2 already quite low, gonna be first
That's
blood
it.
going over. Lygophile picking that one up. So we missed the opening part of that trade, but a nice little job by Sejuani there, comboing with the Echo Stun to get the lethal damage off.
Rip it,
No
pepperonis.
ward for Bobby 2 up in the top lane. Lygophile could just march in and charge in with the Q and get that kill.
Yeah. I think actually did have the ward, but was getting locked up by the Echo, so didn't see it coming.
actually,
You see it,
yeah,
ward
Oh, wow.
is there in the river brush.
Oh, both supports going
Not Dave
very
going so
low.
low. Noble Firen might have had the option to
I
go
think he
forward.
got- he got minion
would have been able to
blocked.
secure that with a flash for sure, but I think
yeah.
would likely have gotten traded back with Stussy Man.
Well,
so
if he had flash,
Probably
Summoner
not
heal.
worth it.
Summoner
if he had
heal.
flash, Dusty Man did have Summoner heal, so I don't know that he would have gotten the kill, but
yeah.
I think he got a bit minion blocked there.
Yeah, he
actually.
did. That was a bit of a dicey situation there for both
Yeah.
teams for a little while.
Yeah, and both top laners using TP to get back to the lane. Does look like in the jungle, Tempest Life is getting a bit of an invade off, just stole away the wolf camp. As Lygophile is looking in this mid lane. maybe trying to make something happen. Yeah, Tempest Life just hanging out in the bottom side jungle, continuing to get control.
Yep. I mean, he knows exactly where Lagavile is right now. He knows he's not really in any danger of being found.
Yep, absolutely does. Tempest Life is going toward that top lane.
Interesting.
Looks like he's just going to be taking away the Grump here.
Okay.
Not going for the game.
Lagavile is looking for the game.
Oh, the bubble lands?
onto Stussy Man. A little bit of damage.
But Lagavile was not quite in position for that anymore.
Yeah. Well, he got spotted on the ward, so he backed off into his
Yeah.
own jungle. Find that half of it is gone.
Circling around
That is a sad moment for the early Sejuani. Lagavile coming into the mid lane has a chance to get the knock-up here onto Noobs. Pops the barrier and the flash. That's both summoners gone down in quick succession for Orianna. We could see a return gank. Meanwhile, Tempest Life coming into the top lane is going to get spotted by that pink ward now, but not before that. Corvus dodging that spear nicely. Not going to get engaged on.
Tempest Life is pretty low. He's got to be careful here.
Yeah, he's quite low in mana. Has to flash away from Lagavile there. Good job by Sejuani again forcing the summoner spell.
Yeah, not bad.
And meanwhile, in the bottom lane, some more action here as Not Dave gets the combo onto Noble Fire, and not a whole lot of follow-up damage there from Stussy Man, but he's gotten away from his support a little bit. They're going to be focus all of their damage onto the Lucian, and he's going fairly low. Again, aggressive trading. We did miss a kill just now in the top lane. We're going to rewind and take a look at that for you.
As soon as this fight is over.
As soon as this fight is over, Lagavile getting the kill, and the return here from Tempest Life should be able to finish it off. I don't think this is a chance to win. Tempest Life just barely finishing it. Has to get out of the minion aggro, so we're gonna go down. We're gonna go back to just before the start of that. All of that.
Some action in the mid lane right after that too. We got a busy few seconds here.
Action-packed map. So Corvus and Bobby 2 here trading in the top lane. Lagavile comes in for the gank as Corvus goes low. Oh, he gets the shield. No, just barely misses the shield actually from parallel convergence. So they're fighting in the minion wave with Bobby 2 taking a lot of damage. We did see that kill coming out just now. So Tempest Life and Lagavile trading back and forth. Tempest Life is going to finish this one off in just a moment. And in the mid lane, Tibbers going down the Ignite as well onto Noobs. We might have to back up and look at how that one all started off as well. So as all this is happening in the top lane, this is where I wish we had the LCS picture-in-picture.
Oh,
that's just straight up
Yep.
landing the Tibbers for the stun onto Noobs. Forcing him back underneath the turret. The Ignite going down is just barely not enough damage, and the Tibbers going out of leash range.
Noobs just had barrier and flash back up from the earlier gank by Lagavile, able to get out of that.
Nice.
Burn both of them again.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, barrier especially saving his life.
Very,
on
very
that
hard
combo.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So, after all that, a lot of action, not a whole lot of kills in the end. Most of those happening in the top lane. So Lagavile out to an early lead on kills. Has managed to finish off the Tracker's Knife. Is going to be a little bit faster than Tempest Life here.
It's going to help him get a little bit more map control coming into this mid game.
Alice here for Bobby too, so looking for quite a bit of early regen there.
Yeah.
It is very different from before.
And
we have the
trading again pretty aggressively.
We have the Chalice on Malphite as well. Now, I wonder if either of you guys are familiar with this mechanic. Actually, we'll wait for the gank to...
Yeah, bubble landing, but Lagavile not quite in position to follow up on it.
Alright, so I do have a question for you guys. New Athene's Unholy Grail does heal you whenever you shield someone. Does the Malphite passive actually count for that? Do you know?
I think it might, actually. Corvus has to burn ultimate going back into the minion wave against Bob V2. Actually taking a decent chunk of damage. Because both of them having the corrupting potion ticking down. Corvus getting stuck behind here a little bit, but Bob V2 trying to get some damage. Can Corvus actually finishing it off with the ward in the bush? The minion's getting him. Bob V2 finishes the kill.
Whap.
Again, the parallel convergence not having time to land for that extra shield. And Malphite going quite well in these 1v1s against Echo, picking up 2 kills so
This
far.
is very interesting because this is not actually a lane you would inherently expect Malphite to win, and I think the Chalice pickup is actually doing wonders for him, giving him the regen he needs to constantly go aggressive in that lane. Meanwhile, Echo only has the Corrupting Potion to the Malphite's Corrupting Potion and Chalice of Harmony. Nice little niche itemization choice there to get him ahead in that lane.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, as you say, both the mid laner and top lane are going for that Chalice. Tempest Life, meanwhile, camping out in Lagafile's jungle. He's really been taking advantage of having the early game jungle pick so far.
That's 2 ward kills Lagafile's gonna get here.
Can Sejuani actually attack fast enough?
Nope.
No.
You cannot clear 2 wards with just that, with no attack speed runes.
Oof.
You can't. I'm a support main. I've tried this a lot of times. It doesn't work out very well.
That's why you bring your ADC, who has attack speed.
Yeah, except you just farm.
Wards are farm. That's why I kill the wards. That's why I wait for you to hit them twice and then I finish them.
But they're my only golden cow.
You have your GP10 item. You have your spell thieves.
GP10. I think I got rid of that in season 3.
Oh right, I forgot.
Gold generation.
Gold generation item. There you go.
Oh
I
man.
need the CS. Besides, you take all of my farm when you're playing
I do
pod
not.
or whatever.
We have some
Oh,
action.
Joshua, the
Go again,
TP!
mid and bottom lane. TP coming in from the top lane. It is going to be Corvus jumping in with this Echo. Not going to be able to get a lot done. The Parallel Convergence not quite landing in the right
Poppy
place
too.
there. Looks like we might have had some action in the mid lane, but now Lygophile is coming down toward the bottom lane. 2 here coming down from Royal Rat Authority. In the end, they are going to turn down and come back to the mid lane. It's actually going to be a 2v1 unless Tempest Life can get back for the counter gank. So in the mid lane, have some action developing here. Tempest Life and Orianna both getting the fight. Tibbers lands, Shockwave landing onto both of them. Lygophile taking a ton of damage, and they've turned around what looks like a gank from Royal Rat Authority into a great counter gank here from Tempest Life. Might be able to finish off a second kill. The stun coming. Malphite jumps in. That is the ultimate finishing it off. The enraged Tibbers gets... Oh! Tibbers gets smited.
Gets smited in the face.
Ooh.
Denied.
That is just rudeness.
So what we saw there, it actually looked like it was really going well as soon as we panned into that fight. But a huge shockwave onto both members from I'm to Noobs. Really.
Yeah, Noble Fire and taking quite a bit of damage. Gets exhausted as well. That is the Nami heal popped. Not Dave just running straight at him with that Alistar ultimate. Taking the shots of the Jhin ultimate are hitting him. That's 3. Fourth one gets flashed away. Potential 5 also blocking it. A little bit of miscommunication there from that bot lane. And Potential 5 is now in position to go down.
Kill.
Stussy Man picking up the kill.
All right, that'll work. They'll take that. Not the cleanest execution from either side, I don't think.
And burned the flash trying to get away from that, but just not quick enough to get out of auto attack range.
Yeah, well, hold what we like to call the Fred, where you flash from the auto attack that's going to kill you. But when the auto attack is already in the air, and yeah, that crit, that 4th shot from Jhin is an execute.
Not the 4th auto.
His guaranteed crit is an execute.
His 4th auto?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Really?
We're gonna look into that. Meanwhile, the bottom lane did not actually recall. I think Stussy, or Noble Firen rather, thought that they had both gone back to shop.
Yeah, he expected the back for sure. Or there
Really
was
nicely
no way he would have been pushed
Yeah.
up without expecting that.
Nice trap, though. Good job.
Wow.
But yeah, that 4th shot is an execute. You can check me on this, but I'm pretty sure because I've played a lot of Jhin.
Interesting.
Look.
Oh, it does deal bonus execute damage. Wow.
Adam with the knowledge.
Well, this is what happens when
Adam
you,
with a big outplay.
play Jhin 10 games in a row or something. Yeah. Well, I had to make up for my Abyssal Scepter, whatever. Anyways.
The Sunfire Kype.
Sunfire Kype, yeah.
Never forget Sunfire Kype 2016.
Unfortunately, no Sunfire Kypes yet in this game.
Yep. But anyways, going back to the Athenes a little bit, I really, really like that as an itemization option on the new Orianna. Your shield is very spammable. You stack it very quickly by doing a ton of damage. For viewers who are not familiar with the new Athenes, you gain stacks based on the damage you deal, and whenever you use a heal or a shield ability, you consume those stacks to heal your target for that much more.
Wait, it's the damage you deal or the damage you take?
It's a percentage of the damage you deal.
Okay. I think it was the damage you take.
I'm not sure. That explains your Janet play, though.
And Shockwave actually landing in the mid lane. Didn't expect that. The turnaround from Tibbers coming out. The ultimate from Lygophile just barely missing. I think that would have kept Noobs in range long enough for Tibbers to get the damage down.
It would.
So, unfortunate, just barely out of Sejuani range. Tempest Life coming in for the counter gang. Gets knocked up, but everyone is pretty low now. Noble Firen, dodging the spear. Just barely. And as Tibbers walks by, gets the Thunderlord's proc.
As we see more action in bot lane, actually. Not going in
pretty deep. Stussy Man! No! The wrong direction is gonna pay for that one as he gets knocked up. Should be a double, or just a single kill for Noble Firen as Not Dave pops the ultimate is gonna get quite tanky in the bot lane. But as the Alistar ultimate runs out, Potential 5 and Noble Firen gonna try and chase him down. Nami getting the slow, getting the exhaust, and Noble Firen finishing off the kill.
You know,
so double kill there.
When they released Jhin, I remember a rioter saying something about how using your ultimate improperly could kill you. That is not what I expected that to mean. Very, very unfortunate misstep from Stussy Man right there, costing his team those 2 kills in the bot lane.
Yep, and Ultimate coming in from Malphite in the top lane, trading back and forth. We have a couple fights to take a look at in a sec. Tempest Life trying to get out of Noble Fearin, doesn't manage to get it. Looks like Corvus was able to survive just fine in that top lane. I think the Corrupting Potion keeping both of those top laners a little bit healthier.
This is a very, very action-packed top lane.
As we can see, Tempest Life a little confused about Nidalee mechanics or something.
Yeah, I think thought he had the hunt passive on Noble Fear.
Well,
might have
He
just
did.
run out.
I don't think it was in range.
He did, but I think he was out of range, and so he pounced into his death.
He burned flash for that too.
Only get
Very
the
unfortunate.
one long-range pounce. So maybe he got the long-range pounce, but he didn't get a second one, even though the target marked.
Right. Okay. It is unfortunate that he had to burn his flash for that as well.
Yeah. So yeah, bit too far of a dive. I don't think he expected to live, but I think he expected to get the kill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think had he gotten the kill with
He might have
a little bit of health and being able to get out through the jungle path between the turrets, could have survived on it. Unfortunate there for Tempest Life.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, a bunch of unfortunate things coming down there for Team Temp. Starting with that Jhin play in the bot side, and then Tempest Life.
Yeah, no,
Whiffing
they
that pounce a
still
little
are
bit.
running a lead here.
They are.
About 2k gold. Not Dave in the bush. It's gonna get on a Noble Fire.
TP?
TP coming in from the top lane, not gonna be answered by the Malphite. There's the TP coming in now, but Stussy Man is already going down. Exhaust coming on to Echo, but doing nothing. Tempest Life, though, returning a kill. Good stun from Corvus, but he's going to have to back out. There's 3 members in there dealing damage, and they're going to run down this Echo. Potential 5's getting zoned out completely by Tempest Life in this fight. The Echo ultimate gonna take him away, but not far enough. Corvus, though, jumping over the wall. Tempest Life follows with the pounce. Should be the kill getting finished off here. Just a matter of time. That Grasp of the Undying pushing it back just a little bit longer, and Potential 5 getting stuck completely out of that fight.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Bob V2 going in onto Noble Fearin has the ultimate available in just a second. Bob V2 jumps in, gets it onto Noble Fearin. Lycophile, though, stunning him under the turret. That's 1 kill going down onto the Annie. Bob V2 gonna get out with the shockwave on him. The ball delivery system working to perfection. So in the end, a 1-for-1 trade looks like Noble Fearin going down as well as Tempest Life, but nice job by Noobs keeping his Malphite alive.
Oh, not Dave. Misses the pulverize. I think they're just going to have to back off out of that one, but there was, I think, a little bit of a misplay there by Bob V2, as we see a lot of damage traded onto Stussy, man.
Bunch, yeah.
But yeah, there was a bit of a misplay there by Bob V2. He flashes and then ults at half range. I think if he just ulted that entire range a little bit earlier, they would have picked up the kill a few seconds earlier, which would have saved Tempest Life, his life, and Bob V2 his flash. Not terrible, though. I did not expect that situation to go as well for Team Temp as it did, because Bob V2 TP'd into the bot lane very, very late and then didn't even use his ultimate. I didn't expect that to work out well at all, but it's okay. They have furthered their gold lead a little bit.
I think he actually didn't have his ultimate available in the bottom lane fight because it was coming off cooldown just as they were starting that tower.
I see. Okay, I see. But yeah, no, I think he definitely should have held his flash. There was no reason he needed to flash, and as we see, Noob's getting ganked.
Getting ganked just out of range once again for Lycophile. That's a couple times now in this game that Lycophile has tried to go in for the CC and been just like a Teemo out of range.
Denied.
We measure things in Teemos here. That's a Noble Fire and taking a lot of damage just from the combo from Not Dave. The ultimate from Jhin going the right direction, but Lycophile's there to stop it. Has to cancel out of that immediately as the jungler's coming in from the gank. The culling landing completely onto the Alistar. Summoner heal, though, keeps him alive just for now, but Noble Fire jumping in gets the kill. Dives Noble Fire, great job by Lucian staying alive. Jhin cannot turn around and get the kill onto him.
What a play! An excellent presence of mind by Lycophile to go in and actually interrupt that Jhin ultimate so he couldn't get that additional damage down. But at the meantime, Team Temp is shoving up that mid lane.
Yeah, that awkward moment when you channel your Jhin ult, zoom out only to see someone right on top of you.
Tempest Life is stuck in turret range, gonna take another shot with the Ignite ticking down as well. Tibbers running after him. He is going to survive just barely.
His heal and Rod of Ages proc keep him alive. It's good.
Yep. Okay, that is the New Rod of Ages is gonna take some getting used to for me for sure, because that extra sustain from spending mana
Yeah, it's very, very nice.
can be powerful.
I don't know if it's necessary in the jungle, but it is very nice when you're a mid laner. Temp is getting caught out again a little bit here, though.
Corvus gonna be slowing him down considerably. Ligophile following up to try and get damage, but Corvus has walked into a little bit of a 1v2. He doesn't have the rest of his team here yet, though. Bob V2 getting caught forward. You can see Corvus is zoning him out, making him use... Oh, nice! Finding the avenue for the Malphite ultimate, and once again, Ligophile's ultimate just about a Teemo too far away. It looked like Corvus was trying to get ahead of Bob V2 to keep the Malphite ult from being able to get him over the wall. I think he got just far enough forward that he was able to dive out of there.
Yeah, but at the same time, I think Temp is just one step ahead on the map overall. Like, Royal Rat Authority commits several people top lane, great. Temp is just going to push bot. Royal Rat Authority is going to commit people to gank bot, great. Temp is just going to push mid.
Yeah, and as you talk about that, once again, fights happening up in the top lane, the bottom lane from Team Temp just goes back to their lane and takes down that turret.
Exactly. And that's worked out for them so far. They've managed to get a lot of mid lane damage with that as well. And are they going to swing over to the dragon? I don't think that's the safest option. No, he's just going to recall. All right.
Yeah. But as you said, it is 2 turrets to 0 now, about a 3 gold lead, which is not huge, but it's a pretty nice lead to have.
At 20 minutes, yeah.
Interestingly, yeah, neither team going for this dragon early on. That is the Cloud Dragon. So extra out of combat movement speed. The poor unloved Cloud Dragon.
Yeah. Could use some love. The water dragon that is getting hurt.
Yes.
Water dragon is pretty good. I don't know.
It really is. It's kind of insane health regen. 10% per 18 seconds, and that's just with 1 stack.
I mean, yeah, 10% per 6 seconds. Like, just imagine getting, like, all of your health back just by being in lane.
Yeah, it's a little crazy.
It's ridiculous.
So yeah, those are the ones you have to contest: water and fire.
Yeah.
Mountains are also nice, but not as huge.
Yeah.
Interesting build choices I want to talk about here from Bob V2. So after going Chalice first item into the Giant's Belt Merc Treads, has actually completely finished off a ZZ Rot portal after that.
Okay, I don't know why you would get the Giant's Belt in that scenario. I think the Chalice was picked as a purely laning phase item. Again, I don't know what the Giant Belt is for. He might have just picked that up to be a ball of stats.
Yeah, I think he might have been thinking about getting the Sunfire Cape.
Okay.
But in lane, he's against a magic damage dealer.
Yeah,
There's
doesn't
another magic damage dealer in the mid lane, and the jungler's not offering any AD. So doesn't really need the Sunfire Cape for the armor.
Right.
Also, it doesn't actually build into Sunfire Cape anymore.
Dragon
Oh,
fight.
Season 3.
Dragon fight.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's Bomby Cinder.
There's no dragon fight.
Probably just one
Okay.
of the stats.
So yeah, definitely
But
wasn't a Sunfire Cape.
Yep. Royal Rat just
Not
gives
at
up the
all.
dragon. Royal Rat off of that bot lane, and when they go in to take the turret, Team Temp manages to secure Dragon Vision and pushes Royal Rat out of the Dragon Pit entirely, so they do get that dragon uncontested, and now we see their entire team actually rotating up to topside. This is a very good idea, trying to take that last untouched outer turret with the ZZ Rat minions, with the 5-man room. Corvus is in trouble here.
Bob 2 is now just diving in straight underneath this turret, gets knocked up. Corvus, a nice ultimate to get him out of there. The spotlight actually doesn't land onto him, so every member of Team Temp is committed to this.
But here
and
comes
now
the
they're
backup.
getting Chain CC'd. That's 1 kill thus far for Noble Fear, and Not Dave is a huge Alistar in the backline, keeping everyone zoned off. So may not see any more kills go down in this fight. Another couple knocked up. Corvus going down. That's 2 kills there, 1 for each side. 2 for 1 here in favor of Team Temp. And Stussy Man at the back. This is exactly where you want to use that Jhin ultimate. Gets all 4 shots onto the team. Noble Fire picked up a kill, but a triple kill for Stussy Man after being able to channel all of that Jhin ultimate. Gets shut down in the end. So 3 for 3. Crucially, though, all 3 kills for Team Temp getting onto their Jhin. That's going to start making him real big toward the later ends of the game.
And he just finished that rapid fire cannon. That's really the 2-item power spike that you look for on Jhin. Whether you Infinity Edge or Essence Reaver first, when you get that rapid fire cannon and you have that extra range on your auto, that's a really powerful.
It is big. It is very big. Yeah. But the thing is, like, for that fight, they do go 3 for 3. They do hit a good out of time, but they do lose their first turret of the game. And I actually don't know if they needed to lose that. Instead of all piling onto Corvus, I think they could have just focused the turret instead, taken the turret down, and gotten away. Still had people left over to defend that turret. I don't know if they needed to fight that fight.
I think the fight wasn't necessarily bad, but the execution was. Importantly, the shockwave missed.
It did.
And
That's true.
as a result, they had much less to fight with. It was still
That's
more
true.
or less even.
Yeah, having
I
to
would say
dump a
minor
lot more
victory.
resources on killing Corvus,
Right, then they
as
would
you
have
said,
wanted.
slowed down their ability
If
to
you-
get that fight
If you
over
had that
with.
shockwave available for that fight, I could see it being a whitewash.
Yeah. I mean, so it's just not a fight I would have taken in the first place. They could easily have gotten the turret without going for the fight, which is, I assume, what they were rotating up to get. And
Yeah.
as it is, they don't get the turret and lose their own anyways.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know about that decision. I'm not sure.
Royal Rat Authority getting back into this game a little bit with that. It's now going to be about 3k gold down. Potential 5 getting caught out here by Not Dave. Nice flash, and the Nami ultimate's going to disengage that fight, but Legophile finding himself in the middle of the other team will be able to get out just fine. Sejuani already starting to look fairly tanky in this game. And Tibbers in the middle of the team. They're starting to get toward that turret, though, so they don't want to dive this too aggressively. Not Dave getting a nice knockup with the Alistair ultimate running. The shockwave team hits 4! Only potential 5 is outside of it, and suddenly Royal Rat Authority very low. Corvus diving into the back of the team. Not Dave flashing, not going to be able to finish off the kill. And now Tempest Life getting into the back, gets 1 kill. The Jin ultimate hitting the Noble Fearin, gets 3 shots onto him. That's the kill onto Annie. Now 2 for none fight. Gonna keep extending as Team Temp goes toward the backside, or rather into the enemy jungle, that is. And potential 5 gets hit by Jin. That's gonna be a 3rd kill of this fight. Tempest Life getting 2 of them. Stussy Man getting the 3rd one. Gold in exactly the right
Tempest
places.
Life.
And Tempest Life caught behind the turret. Yep, we'll be going down here.
Alright, rip.
So gives up 1 kill, a little bit sloppy in the end there.
Oh my god, what a beautiful shockwave.
Yeah, 4-man shockwave on all of the major damage dealers in that fight. Hit everyone except for the support. Corvus also getting knocked up underneath the turret by Not Dave. They look like they're going to be getting onto a Stussy Man picking up another kill. So that could be an inhibitor turret going down here. Although death timers are starting to run out. They're not too long at this stage of the game. So they will back out. They did, though, take 4 kills in the end for just the loss of 1 and that inner turret in the mid lane.
Not bad.
Yep.
Yeah, very, very good fight. That started pretty amusingly with the Alistair head pulverize hitting 2 people, the Malphite ultimate hitting 2 completely different people, and then the Orianna ultimate being like, all right, guys, I'm done with this crap.
Everyone get in here.
Everyone just get in here. Oh, that was a beautiful Orianna ult.
4-man shockwave.
Not even using the ball delivery system.
No,
It
not
looked like he just repositioned with the Q and got, as you say, in the middle of the Alistair targets and the Malphite targets.
Very well done.
Nicely pulled off by I Am to Noobs.
Yeah, Royal Rat is going to be able to trade back a turret for that, but outer for inner, not going to be the greatest trade in the world.
Yeah. And that inhibitor does have some damage. Well, it'll regen a bit, but
Not that much.
would not be surprised to see Temp look for that turret. Given
Yeah.
that they've already scratched the surface.
What?
Well, I don't know. They like tore the paint
How-
off of it or something.
How is that a pun? I
So
don't
is that like
understand.
while it's reaching, like you got some minions out there redoing the paint job?
See,
Good fun mental images for all of you out
I'm
there.
mostly
listening to the
just
stream.
trying to screw with Fred.
Alright.
Get him into the state where he's just like completely
Is this a
bugged by
pun?
trying
We
to.
don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not
There's a relevant XKCD. but
I'm not bogged
I'm
down
not
by this.
gonna-
I'm just kind of unimpressed.
There's a very relevant. I'm not convinced, Fred. I'm not convinced.
Yeah, so it does look like Team Temp is setting up for what would be their 2nd dragon of the game. They do have a good bit of vision down around that pit. They picked up that first Cloud Dragon early on in the game. I believe it is an Earth Dragon this time around.
Yeah,
that
they
we're
don't
facing.
they don't quite have vision control though, because Royal Rat Authority does see a lot of that part of the jungle.
Temp
Oh my
5
god!
in the wrong place, trying to get the ward down, gets locked up by the Jin. It is going to be Tempest Light picking up the kill. That could be big. They're not going to be able to contest this dragon fight very well.
Hashtag support feels.
Yep, and pretty much everyone down the bot lane.
Oh!
Teleport's coming in now. A Shockwave hitting onto a couple. Noble Fearin going down very quickly in that fight, and now they're definitely going to have to back up. Noble Firen getting hit up by the Jin ultimate. Double kill for Stussy Man, and that'll be a free dragon if they want to
No,
take
they're
it.
gonna go straight to Baron.
Yeah, good
Yep.
call. I think 3 down right now for Temp. Just the jungler and top laner left
Yeah.
to contest, so they probably could get this.
And 6.9 Jin buffs coming in, able to kill off that pink ward on his own.
Yeah. I'm a big fan.
Oh
Yep.
man.
And as you say, going to Baron, this should be a pretty easy one. That Jin trap, somehow not stepping on that one. but Stussy Man gonna be zoning around the side. Lagavile does hit the trap the second time around. Nice stun from Corvus, but he can't follow it up with anything. Doesn't have the damage to actually kill this Baron, and now Corvus is taking damage. Team Temp, rather, on the Baron, gonna finish it off.
Finally goes down.
Yeah, finally goes down. Nice job healing off the Baron when they needed to deal with the top laner.
Stussy Man doing so much damage right now, all by himself, almost able to fight off all of Royal Rat Authority from that Baron.
Yeah, no, absolutely. He did a great job of just zoning Royal Rat Authority off the Baron entirely. Like, normally in that situation, you would want your AD carry to be doing damage to Baron, but that worked out really well. He did so much damage to Lagavile that Lagavile was just like, all right, I can't even get to Baron before dying. There's no way I can steal this thing.
And honestly, Jin doesn't really have the best Baron damage to begin with.
He
just
doesn't.
because
It's
of
true.
his reload.
That's true.
So, if there's any ADC who you should be playing interference with,
It would be Jin. Yeah, and Jin's very good at that too.
Yeah, and another nice thing about the interference there is that as Lagavile came in, he managed to walk around the Jin trap that was there, but as Stussy Man went to zone him, he forced him to walk into it, and I think that actually contributed to the damage
Yeah,
considerably.
that was very nice.
Jin traps do a lot of damage if you actually are unfortunate enough to get caught in that blast radius.
Yep. Yeah, very good team play overall from Team Temp
Yeah.
to secure the Baron and the Earth Dragon after the Baron. I don't know about that one, but
It'll help with future Barons.
with future
If
Barons.
nothing else.
I mean, it'll help with the turrets. We all need to get turrets at some point.
Malphite split push coming in the top lane. Royal Rat Authority are on the wrong side of the map to deal with this, so he's actually going to get more than half of this turret's health down. Most of the team is splitting up to that top lane. We'll see if the rest of Team Temp can come in to help Bobby too, but he will see them coming quickly enough and just get out of there. Not Dave jumping up and trying to engage the fight. We'll see if the shockwave comes in. Hits 3! Potential 5 going down immediately. Corvus jumping back in, has a lot of health. They got 2 beefy members with him and Lagavile, but they're both taking a good bit of damage. Team Temp gonna peel off. Tempest Life actually having gone quite low. Corvus gets caught in the wrong place. Gonna go down. Noble Fyron is the next one to go. Stussy Man goes unstoppable. The flash from Lagavile getting him out of range for the Jhin ultimate, but a lot of damage onto Noble Fyron while that's going on. Bob V2 finishing off the kill. 4 down for no loss thus far. Tempest Life getting pretty greedy. Gets stunned up here, but Noble Fyron doesn't have the damage to finish
very
him
nice.
off, and Stussy Man finishing the clean ace. They should be able to get the
They don't have
inhibitor
minions.
turret. That's going to be an inhibitor. Death timers are fairly long on most
They-
of the team. It's only the Nami who's going to be coming up.
Oh, and that's the surrender, actually.
Yep, surrender actually coming through. So Royal Rat Authority deciding they would not be able to fight that off. That might have been the game-ending push in any case, as only a Nami against the full team still up.
Yeah, well, I think by the time the minions got there, the Baron buff would have actually run out, so I don't think it would have been that easy, but yeah, I can agree with the surrender vote.
It was just the one minion, but I think what they could have done is tank the turret and had the minion stay alive for the backdoor bonus.
Yeah,
and
that's
finish it
true.
off. And with just the Nami there, they probably could have gotten it.
Right. Now, I props the Stussy Man for landing absolutely everything that game, except for that one Jhin ultimate that we won't talk about. I do have to say that while I really enjoy Jhin as a champion, casting Jhin is about the most painful experience ever. You guys don't have to do camera controls. It's really hard to like actually see everything in these fights. Oh man, those
It's
are
not
some.
hard when I'm playing Jhin.
Thanks, Adam.
Yeah,
Thanks
I'd
for
really
that.
like to have the camera zoom go to the same level as the Jhin ultimate, so that we can
would
see
be
what they
nice.
see.
You have no idea how many times I thought that this game.
I wish we had Riot's camera control from decades. Anyways.
So overall, another strong performance coming in from Team Temp. I want to give a particular shout out to I Am to Noobs. The scoreline doesn't look overly impressive. 1-1-12, so like not picking up a ton of kills from the mid lane, but there were some absolutely amazing shockwaves.
No, absolutely. I completely agree with that.
Yeah. Anyways, we will be back shortly with game 3 of this series.
Stay tuned.